Hope it is very clear for you. Now, how to change the question like color, choice, numbering, bullet style. Question number is here. Don't select anything. Come over here. Basic format. Increase the size. Change to a next size. Same thing. This is the things coming from second level. Go to the second level. Go to the number system. Make a new style for second level ABCD. Just write down anything. Change the color and find the reaction. Go for OK. Is it okay? So make an event. Once you make an event, then it will be remembered. Don't by heart the things. Yes, person to person, it vary. People are very clever. They by heart the things but doesn't require. So you are capable of remembering. That's okay. But understand the logic and get an event. Automatically will come up. Is it clear now? Will I move to
Yes,
the next topic?
sir, but that's what not my question, sir. But if when I have started in the next page, sir, but the numbers are repeating from 1 to 3, sir, not from 4 to.
Okay, okay. Next page. That means
Yes,
this is you
yes,
want
sir.
this to be get continue in the next page also, and it is
Yes, sir.
over like 4, 5, 6, 7.
4, 5, 6, so on. That's like I want, sir.
Nice. So what we can do now? Yes, get the page. Now we are starting over here, and again we are starting a new one. And the
Yes, sir.
problem happens here. We
Yes, sir.
are asking to the software, don't do this, don't continue. We are thinking to get it continue, and we are asking to the software, don't continue. In which we are telling to the software by making a new paragraph. New paragraph means we are telling to the software, don't continue, and we are expecting it to be get continue. Hope we got to know the logic. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is happening. As if like in our brain, we are thinking it has to go continue. Now, how does the software will know it to be got continue from there? That is what the take now. You got the point?
Yes,
Because
sir.
software is not capable of understanding like this is to be get continuity from here. That is what the problem. So at that case, get your event to continue here. So let me get the same thing. I'm just making it copy and getting paste, getting it paste, and I've continued that. But in this space, I need to have only till 3 only. So click over here and go to the next page and drag it up. Don't type it up. Hope you got to know the answer. Does it clear?
Yes, sir.
You know this answer. I'm not done anything new. You are aware of so, but we are trying as a new tab and it is taking a new thing. So there is no new thing I've told you. Just this is called what? Overflow text. So arrange the overflow text at the same point and then drag it up because this is the same thing happens in newspaper. The first news will be there in the first page and that continuity will be there in the 10th page. So they don't type it new, they get copy paste everything in the first page only and the drop down box they switch to the overflow text and make it move to the target page. Yes, very nice question. So it is a practical question. So it required. And any more questions?
No, sir. Nothing.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So now the major topic is table of content, TOC. I'll make it in a very simple way, then we'll make it very complex way. Only 3 buttons to get click. Just remember 3 buttons. TOC means table of content. Table of content means on every book of textbook and all, you'll find chapter name and the page number. Chapter name, page number. This is technically called as TOC. it will finding the page like chapters, how many chapters are there, and which number page it is going to open. Now, TSC is not only to give information regarding the page of the chapter, but it is also a selling point. So it is also a unique selling point, USP, a technical term. In newspaper, you'll find what is there inside your newspaper. They'll be putting a small thumbnail on the left or right side of your newspaper. You might have seen which page number they will sell. So by looking to that particular thumbnail, people started buying the page, buying the paper. So they are showing the page number and the content. But it is not only to show the page number, it also sell point. So the business happens with TOC also. So I just made you to go to understand the importance of the things. So let us catch the eye here. So TOC takes a vital role. Can you see on your screen? It is no more a things of giving the information regarding the page number and the chapter name. But it by looking to this, people buy the book. And the other side of the TOC you can see here. It is information of the chapter name and the page number. This is one style. This is another style. So what you find here, the InDesign artist is selling the book by making a TOC. So table of content become a sell point. What is there inside the book, they easily understand. And it is there in newspaper, it is there in fashion magazine, it is there in automobile magazines. So it is not only information you got to know. The conclusion of telling all these things, you are not only going to make a information, but you are also helping to make the business by your artistical approach. So they pay a bigger amount to this designer who make TOC to sell their product. Fine, then two applications we have seen. Let us go for makings. The importance is clear. TOC take the help of paragraph style. Paragraph style. For each chapter name, a particular style will be used. That is called chapter name style. And this chapter name style, wherever it is used in a book, it will be pulled out by this page. And it will reflect the page number and the chapter name here. So now this is the science behind the things that I made you know. If it is understandable, okay, or else see the practical and try to get the answer. Now, a book does have a chapter, and chapter is done by a style, and that style is saved as a paragraphic style. So let us make a style for the chapter name. So create a new style, paragraph style called chapter name. And let us stylize the chapter name, get it bold, switch to the center line, write down the things and get it a little bolder now. Chapter 1 and redefine it. So the first job is finished. Now let us take some more paper in the book. Go to the third page. Copy this and all control Shift V and get it to chapter 2. Now before the chapter 1 we need a page. So how to insert a page? Already you have learned page, insert the page. How many pages? One page. Where? Before the chapter 1, before the page 1. So now we have seen on the top, this is the chapter 1, this is the chapter 2. Let us put a page number so that we can have to understand it. All control Shift T. What is this? What is the hotkey for page number?
Shift N, so.
All control Shift and N. And now you can find the chapter name, page number is there in every pages on the right side. Let us make it to go for the left side also, so that you can see the chapter page number in every pages. So yes, hope on every pages you can find it out. But what you need in the starting phase, we need this information of which chapter is where. So till now it's okay. Now it's the time to go for getting this information onto the front page. How to make TOC? Go to the layout, ask for the software table of content. Then the software will immediately ask you which style of paragraph you need to come here. And you got to know chapter name is to come up. All the styles will be visible. Bring it up. Finish. No need to do anything. Go for OK. And your cursor will turn into a text box. Just drag it up. What you find? Which chapter on which page clearly mentioned. Is it clear? समझ में आया? Only one thing we have done, going to the layout, going for table of content, bringing this chapter name style here, include the paragraph style chapter name here, and gone for OK, and rest of the things you can see on your screen. So simple. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So in every book, you'll find this page, and it is an auto-generated page. Let us see. After this table of content is designed, now the editor is needing 5 pages to be inserted in chapter 1. In chapter 1, 5 more pages to be get inserted. Now let us insert, page, insert. So chapter 1 is there in 2 number page. After 2, after whom? 5 pages to be get add up after the page number 2. Does it clear now the logic? Then what will happen? The chapter 2 will go 4 plus 5, ninth number page it will move up. Am I right? No? 5 number pages you are adding after page number 2. Then it comes to the chapter 1. Then you can see now chapter 2 comes to the ninth number page. Now let us see what is reflecting on the TOC. Now the TOC is reflecting, chapter 2 is in 4th number page. Select the TOC, go to the layout, ask to the software, update the table of content. What do you need to ask? Update. Successfully done. Can you able to see on your screen? It is 0% error, like no error at all. Exactly the information comes. So you got to know this page is taking a vital role. By looking to this page, the reader will start up reading the book. So here manual, if you start up doing, then it may go wrong, but it is auto-generated. So zero mistake. This is the fundamental part. Now stylizing and all things, secondary. But primary thing you got to know, to make a table of content, all the chapters should be written in a particular style. This style should not be used in any other place. What is the condition? The style what is made for chapter name should not be used in any other part of the book. Or else what will happen? Everything will come into this TOC. Where the TOC is dragging this information wherever it is there in whichever the page. So this style, wherever it is used, he is considering that is called chapter page number. Hope this much of things are understandable. And does it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now, to get it stylized, how to stylize the chapter TOC. Now the topic, stylizing the TOC. TOC making is done up. Table of content we have understood. Now how to get it style? So chapter names or this page number should be in a different style. Yes. Select the TOC. Go over here. Go to the table of content. Come down here. A very big window. Nothing to get worried. It is there to help us. Get it beside. Place it in a single place. Master software, open the TOC, and here page number. Can you see here? After the entry, page number required. So you can page number find. Now, which style to the page number? It is none. You can switch to a new style. So you can write TOC page style, page color. Get it into whichever the color you want. And go for OK. Hope we got to know how to make the page number to get changed. Is it clear now? Next. Here, the chapter name, whichever the style it is there, TOC also the same style. But we need some different style to be here. Maybe like chapter number should be bold inside the book. But in TOC, it should be very simple. And it should come up with a number also. How many chapters are there in this book? That we need to understand here. Then we need to go for numbering system. But now the problem will start up. What is the problem? Here we don't need this chapter name 1 to be written. But here we need this 1 to be get added up. If you do some changes here by adding the bulleted numbering, then what happens? In all the place it came up and it also came inside here. So this is what we don't need. This is what we don't need. Can you see? Everywhere it came up and 1 it come up. So it is not what we are looking for. Then what to do? We remove this first. Just I made it to know what is the present knowledge. We apply that, what will happen? And we have seen the result. Now what to do? To this TOC, we need to apply a different style. Information has to come from here, but the style has to be done with a different format. So get a duplicate over here and we can rename this. This is a style for TOC. Just double click TOC style. User TOC style. So how to apply this user TOC style to here? Select the TOC, go to the layout, table of content, and here there is an option. Can you see here? Same style it is written inside the TOC. What of the chapter name style? That is same style you apply, it is written. But what we need? We don't need the same style. We need user TOC style. That means whatever we are going to do here, it will reflect here. It will not affect to the book. So now got to know how to define your style and how to apply inside the TOC. And does it clear? Go for OK. Now start doing the changes. What are the changes to be done up? TOC style. And here we need the numbering. Now you can find this applied to here. So it doesn't require, you can delete this. But it will not affect onto this chapter. Can you see? All the chapters are unaffected. And you can see it up. Hope this is clear. Is it okay? Till now it's done. Because this is for you have joined. In design learning is to make a special part called TOC. Table of content is a vital chapter for what we have learned in design. And it is not possible in Illustrator, Photoshop, CorelDRAW, any software media. It is not possible auto-generated. Fine then, so let us go for more stylizing. And I will take your approval at every step. Is it okay? And next styling, next styling. Now, inside this, in the last class, you got to know. What are the things you got to know? Making reader in between two tabs. So let us see how to make a tab setting. Double click over here, switch down things. And this is the place where you can have to add the tab setter. Now, get a click, then you can find the things come into your control. And you can have to move it up wherever you want. And you can add the leader where you want and go for OK. Job is done. Is it clear? How to add a leader, how to make tab setting. Whatever the things you have learned in the last class, now it is practically implemented on a book. Hope it is clear. Now, if you need some gap in between this, then yes, you can have to give a gap. How to give a gap? Before and after. So start up giving before gap so that you can find a gap on the top side also. Double click, spacing, come over, increase the space before. So you can get a gap onto the top side also. And onto the top, it is written content. Rather than content, you need your information to place there. Select the TOC, go to the layout, go for table of content. Here you can also write your name, my book, or anything you want. So title could be yours, my book. Where it is written inside the TOC title. And the style is not given. So by default, it takes its own style. Go for OK. And you can find the difference. Till now it's done. Is it clear? ఎంతవరకు అర్థమైందా? So in every book, you'll find this page, and it is a auto-generated page. And we are not using any new thing. We have used the same paragraph style in a particular place, and the place is called table of content. Table of content is the options which take the information of your paragraph style and get that information to come on a page. If it is clear, then we'll go for a little higher option. Will I move? So TOC has to come up. Now in every book, if you think a little practical, let us take an example like physics book. You can make it to cut. Write down wind. The first chapter name is called wind. Give it a little bigger. And redefine it. Come over here. See the result by updating this. Wind. So maybe like this is taking a different style. Because this individual page, you can make this style. So you can see now wind came up. Now inside a book on a particular chapter, there are some highlight word will be there, like frequency, wind related topics will be there. Speed, turbulence, like technical terms. So that information also sometimes they put down to this chapter. So how to add extra information inside the TOC? So now we'll be learning extra info to come up. Highlight words. So in every chapter, there will be a highlight word. So come to this and get this chapter name style to get duplicate first. And make that to redefine as highlight word. Now get this style to change first. Now let us take example. Inside this wind chapter, there will be a word called frequency or speed. And this word should not be in bold. So get it normal, not caps lock. So I'm writing with caps. So speed. And it should not be bold. It could be italic. So this is highlight word of the book, and it will be written in a red color. So this is what the style we are looking for the highlighted word of each chapter. Give a right click, redefine this. Now this to come down to the first chapter. So how to add the highlight words inside the TOC? Select the TOC, go to the layout, table of content. Now below to the chapter name, highlight word has to add up. So now you can see how to add the extra information. But here we don't need this page number to come beside to this. So what you can do, no page number required. Same style, but page number doesn't require. No page number required. Just go for OK. Job is done. What happened? The speed come in the sub menu of the first chapter. Same thing. If you're adding something inside your second chapter, maybe like physics books means light is the second chapter. And the highlight word of this particular chapter is like rainbow. Rainbow. And it should come onto the first page. Select, layout, update. Okay, done. Is it clear? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So hope we have understood how to create a small TOC with chapter name and highlight words. And it could be placed in the front page of the book without page number. And over to this page, you can add a new page before one page to make a cover page. Page number 1. So this is the cover page, and you can define this with a color. Just to show like how to start off the work and get it. Okay. So you can write down with a new name, my book. So drag. Right. So you can make your own stylizing to this. So now see TOC, chapter starts, then go on till, and then after also you can also add more 2-3 pages, chapter 2. Now I'm just making it more stylized. Now, on every chapter of the wind, so let us see the page number 4, 5, 6, 7, all these things are chapter 1. Every pages it should write wind on the top side, right? So how to write on every page? This is wind chapter page. How to write that? Make the master page to come up with a word called wind. It may be no paragraph style. You can write a very simple word, wind. You can get it a little big. Get a duplicate to the left side. And you can find in all the pages, you find the winds. This is wind chapter page. But it is affecting to the, which chapter? What is that? To this light chapter also. So we need to avoid this. It should come up with a light. Then what to do? Wherever the page is starting, here you don't need to write anything. Then you can have to make the master page too. Or like none to get it to apply here. So nothing to be written, page number and light. But inside this wind is coming, which is below to the light. So let us change the light information. What to do? Get the master page to be duplicate, because we need second master page. And it should be what? Light. It should be what? Light. And get it till it and bring it up here. Finish. Now the B master page come up, light master page, but it has to be applied to whom? From the 10th to 12th number page, it is to be get applied. So how to apply? at least like 11th and 12th to be get applied, because 10th doesn't require. Yes, 10th page is non-master page. So 11th and 12th to be get applied the B master page. So what we'll be learning now? How to apply the master page to a target page. Go to the layout, page, apply master page. Which master page? B master page. Where? In 11 dash 12. Get it okay? So now check the 11th and 12th come up as a light chapter name. Does it clear now? So we have started making it to go a little heavier and heavier. The book started with the cover page, then table of content, then chapter started, highlight what is used, then content come up, the chapter goes up, then the second chapter comes, then the next chapter names is there on the top order. Is it clear now? Now on each chapter, yes, we can have to add some text information. It may be default. Just I'm inserting something. It may be anything. Is it clear? So inject rough information and get your layout to finish first. So now we have understood how to make a small book with TOC. And we have used the before knowledge also, master pacing. Now let us see converting that into a book. Export, book with TOC, book with cover and TOC, table of content. Just export it. Go to the down and see the book. Does it clear? You find your book with the help of your cover page and the next page TOC, next chapter started, get inject. Does it clear? Which page number you find it out? It can be done. So only two things we have learned today. What is TOC? Where is TOC? How to use highlight inside the TOC. And rest of the things are previous knowledge. కొత్త knowledge only రెండు option, but final output come to know how to insert the pages and get it out. If it is happening, then in the next lesson we will go a little more heavier. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And so before ending of the sessions, touch up one particular topic. We will more learn this TOC in an aggressive way in the next session. But one more option is how to work the text around the image. So we'll be learning a topic called work test. So TOC clear. Warping the text. So here you are injecting a box or a frame, anything. And frame may contain the image or may not, but around the frame the text has to go move. Then what to do? Select the object. It may be a frame, it may be a box, it may be anything, and switch to the option bar. In the extreme right, you can find 4 buttons are there. Can you able to see? And this is technically called as text warping. Go to the Windows and come over here. Alt Control W. Write it down. Text warp. Alt Control W. The same option is there in 2 different places, inside the option bar or inside the Windows menu. Write down Alt control plus W, text warp. It is there in your Windows menu. And now let us see. By default, it will be in none mode, so no reaction. You can switch to the option called warp around in a square format. Can you see the reaction now? Instantly, the text start of getting beside to each other. And here, you find a lock button. You can increase the value and can find the reaction of your text. In all the news magazines or anywhere you find this kind of arrangement of the text, it is auto-generated. Now you can also move this box anywhere you like, but okay, so anywhere you like. And then after, yes, you can also inject the images inside it that already you have learned. All control, Shift T, you can inject that, but I'm not making it fit because it is a abnormal space. And you can get it down, all control, Shift T. So hope we have find how to make text to get around the object by the option called text warping. And text warp option is there on the option bar whenever you are selecting an object, or else it is there in your Windows menu as a text warp. Hope this much of information is understandable. Now we can stylize it to more height, but initially we got to know how it is none and how it is warp, how to control the sidescape, and the further details we'll see here. Instead of four side, we can go for up and down side. Four side, up and down side. This is clearly understandable. Only to be in the upper side. Yes, upper side on. The extra text will be in an overflow format. But for the timing, go to know none format, square format, up and down format, only up format. 1, 2, 3, 4 are ready. This much of things clear. Now we'll be moving to the customized format, but I'm not touching now. We'll be talking about in the next session how to make your own style of the cutting will be there, and text has to warp up like human being is there, or a shape of a penguin is there, and you want the text to get it warp to the shape that we'll be seeing in the next session. But for the time you got to know text warp is the option which is applicable to the object, not to the text. And once it is applicable, then wherever the text is there, it will start up making to get beside. Automatically, it will get rearrange the text information. So this is the extra information you have added up. Then you can stylize your presentation to a next height. So TOC making and text up. The two options we have understood today. Hope this is clear. If any questions, you can start up asking. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Then make a book design with TOC and text warp. Combine these two and get a book to the form of. In the last session, whatever you have done, that is right. Now you add this power. This two power has to be added up. Hope we have understood. So I'm stopping this recording now. So is there anything?